Um, Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you actually a comparison of some of the garments that we got today. We actually went to the Fendi store, the Ferragamo store, and the Ted Baker store. And what I thought it would be useful is to do a video comparing the garments that we got from these stores, just for your reference for you. So so um so I'm gonna start showing you the pants from the outside. They're only slightly different. Materials are different, but as far as the Ferragamo and the Ted Baker, they are I think they're cotton. This is a blended fabric, the Fendi ones. Obviously the colors are different, but in general the style is pretty identical. What we can see at first glance is the materials, right? They're a little bit they're kind of similar, but they're different in their own way. I'll do close-ups of the texture so that you know. The Fendi ones are kind of like they're trousers. The fabric, it might be, I need to look in the details, but I think it's a blended, it feels like polyester. Okay, it's 100% fleece wool, but it feels kind of like polyester. It's a special fabric. It's not like 100% of anything. It feels like. So, okay, at first glance, the Fendi one has this extra trim on the waistband. Also, a little bit of decoration on the next to the pocket. But generally, it's pretty similar to the Ferragamo, except that this doesn't have the extra detail. Right? It does have a detail of the logo here. It feels a little bit metallic, but it's coated with some kind of plastic. And this is the Ted Baker one. It's a flat front for the three of them. But what I wanted to show you is what are some of the main differences in the inside of the pants, because that's kind of like where the a lot of the money goes. I know for sure Ferragamo are made in Italy. The Fendi ones are also made in Italy. Ted Baker, they make their pants in different parts of the world. This particular pair of pants is made in China. So the Ted Baker one is around 150-ish. The Ferragamo pants, oh, it doesn't have the price anymore, but I think it was like around 400, and the Fendi one's also like 400 or $500. It's not listed anymore, but here's the number in case you want to get your own. This is the Fendi pair of pants. This is the Ferragamo pair of pants. And here's the Ted Baker ones, in case you want to get your own pair. And all of the features cost money, right? It just means more time, more materials, and more labor for all of the extra details. I think a lot of it, that's where the money is spent. The zipper is covered. One button, and the button is branded. This is a relatively ordinary zipper. It's smooth, nothing to complain about. So on the Ferragamo ones, it has a fly with a not that flashy of a zipper, functional. It has a different button setup. It uses 2 buttons, 3 actually, and they're all branded. Right. So this thing will be an added detail that will make the pants more expensive. So that's the front. The Ted Baker ones also have this type of setup. 1 button, and the inside has another one, so 2 buttons. The zipper looks a little bit chunkier. It's relatively smooth, but I don't get the same smooth feeling as the other ones, but it's still okay. It's functional. All of them have belt loops, and both the Ted Baker one and the Ferragamo one have a 5th pocket in the front. The Fendi one, they don't. They only have the 2 front ones. Now, as far as the back, both of them have, these have 2 pockets. 2 pockets so as well, covered with those buttons. Ted Baker went a little bit extra, and they do have the 2 pockets, but they have like an extra feature here. And even though this was about $300 less than the other pair of pants, they seem to manage to put in a little bit extra detail on the back pocket. Ted Baker has these 2 seams. It's just like, I guess it adds to the shape of the pants. Ferragamo has that also, and Fendi has them as well, but they're more subliminal. This looks like the stitching is from the inside. The thread doesn't come across to the other side of the pants. Okay. Another thing that I think is important is the lining inside the pants. Ted Baker doesn't show any lining except for like the waistband, but no additional like on the legs or the pants. In fact, I don't think any of them do. But one of the things that shows what you pay for is how they finish each part of the pants. And this extra stitching, a lot of times companies would just finish it like this, with sewing the edge of the parts together. Ted Baker went a little bit further by not only stitching the 2 parts together, but also adding this extra layer of fabric to make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Not just in the pockets, but also on the back seam. They have this, and they added this extra piece of fabric. They didn't just stitch the 2 parts together. They added that cover, that brown fabric at the edge, which speaks of the quality and the structure of the pants. They probably forgot about this, or they intentionally left it as they gave it that finish. But that is where the money goes. So with Ferragamo, we cover the front. Let's look at the inside. The waistband lining is thicker. The material feels like a little bit better quality. It has this trim that is branded. I think it's a nice detail. And the finish looks a little bit cleaner. The pockets are not, they don't have the extra piece of fabric that covers the edge, but it's still nice and clean. The structure is nice and clean. The craftsmanship is nice and clean. I don't see any loose threads. Where we do see the extra piece of fabric is on the edge right here by close to the fly. You also see it on the back of the pants. What we saw on Ted Baker, it seemed like they put these two pieces together and they only added one piece of fabric to join both of them. What Ferragamo did is they left them separated and they cover each one. Again, adding to the cost of time and labor, making it a little bit more labor intensive. Let's look at the inside of Fendi. This again, it's made in Italy. It's actually a little bit disappointing. The fabric doesn't seem like it's as nice as the Ferragamo one. If you look at this seam, it's not finished as cleanly as you saw it with Ferragamo, and not even with the Ted Baker. They joined the two pieces and they left them separated. They did add this stitching at the end. This actually is supposed to help the fabric from fraying, but so sometimes that's enough. But remember, if you go above and beyond, it costs money. And so Ferragamo did go above and beyond, and so did Ted Baker. Ted Baker produced in China, Ferragamo in Italy, and Fendi in Italy, but they're not giving you that extra piece of fabric to give it a nice finish or nice craftsmanship in the inside. The pockets are finished the same way that the Ferragamo pants are, and there's like a little bit of loose threads, which is not a big deal. It's not gonna fall apart, but it's just, again, it's telling of the craftsmanship of the pants. Here's another set of pieces of fabric that are joined together. All you have is stitching. They don't have additional protection with the extra piece of fabric. That's what we get with Fendi. So with Fendi, probably what you're paying for is definitely the brand. Let's look at the legs. Well, with the Fendi one, it's not finished. I need to still take it to the tailor so that they can do the hems. The same thing with the Ferragamo pants. I need to get them tailored. Ted Baker, they do make them tailored already in-house. And they added extra detail to the pants. And this is the pieces of fabric that I was referring to. That's how you can tell the quality that you're paying for. Let's see what we see under Ferragamo. With Ferragamo, we don't see the edges with this extra trim. We just see them like they actually are treated only with the stitching. And with Fendi, is the same thing. The two pieces are stitched at the end of the fabric, but they're not protected. And so I think that's all I can say about this. What we saw were 3 pairs of pants: Fendi, Ferragamo, and Ted Baker. These two are in the same price range, made in Italy. This one is about $300 less, and it's made in China. You do get a lot for your money, but that's all I can say about the structure of these pants. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, feel free to use the comment section, and don't forget to click like and subscribe.